Tonight on Lost and Found.
The journey of Simona Watkinson, early life and adoption. Born in Romania in 1985 during the oppressive regime of Nicolae Ceausescu, Simona entered a life marked by poverty and national hardship. As thousands of children were placed into the country's overcrowded orphanages, which later became symbols of a humanitarian crisis, Simona waited for a home. In 1988, Frances Watkinson and her husband traveled from New Zealand to adopt her, offering her safety, stability, and a new beginning far from the uncertainty of her early childhood. Growing up in New Zealand, raised in a loving home, Simona embraced the culture and values of her adoptive country. However, adoption often leaves quiet, unanswered questions. While she felt like a Kiwi at heart, she frequently struggled with her identity, often feeling unable to answer questions about her origins. Despite being deeply grateful for the parents who raised her as their own, she felt an increasing desire to understand the circumstances of her birth and the chapter of her story that remained unknown. The Search for Origins. By 2014, at age 28 and now a mother herself, Simona's desire to reconnect with her roots intensified. She realized that understanding her history would provide both her and her son with a clearer sense of heritage. Supported by her adoptive mother, Frances, and her sister, Andrea, she returned to Romania as part of a reunion program hosted by David Lomas. The search was fraught with challenges. Official records were often missing or incomplete, and many memories had faded over time. Despite these obstacles, her determination remained unwavering. The power of connection. What made Simona's journey particularly moving was the unwavering support of her adoptive family. Rather than feeling threatened by the search, Frances and her family stood by her, demonstrating that the bond of adoption is not diminished by the pursuit of biological roots. It can be strengthened by honesty and compassion. Simona's experience showed that a person can carry love for two families simultaneously, one that gave them life and another that helped shape the person they became. A lasting legacy. Simona's story resonates because it is about more than just finding a birth parent. It is about identity, belonging, and healing across generations. Her journey highlights the lasting impact of international adoption, a phenomenon that saw over 150 Romanian children find homes in New Zealand between 1989 and 1991. Ultimately, her story is a reminder that knowing one's origins can help an individual better understand who they are and where they are going, proving that love has the ability to expand rather than divide. Simona Watkinson's journey is a powerful testament to the complexities of identity, the endurance of family bonds, and the healing power of understanding one's roots. Born in 1985 in Romania, Simona entered the world during the oppressive regime of Nicolae Ceausescu. It was a time when poverty and harsh government policies forced many families into impossible situations, leading to thousands of children being placed in overcrowded state orphanages. In 1988, at approximately 3 years old, Simona was adopted by Frances Watkinson and her husband, a New Zealand couple who had been deeply moved by international reports of the humanitarian crisis in Romania. They brought her to New Zealand, where she was raised with love, alongside a brother and two sisters, becoming a cherished part of their family. Growing up in New Zealand, Simona embraced her life as a Kiwi at heart, yet she carried a persistent sense of loss. As a child, she faced racist taunts and struggled to answer fundamental questions about her heritage, which made her feel like an alien. Despite the unwavering love of her adoptive mother, Frances, who never saw Simona as anything other than her own biological daughter, Simona felt a chapter of her life remained unwritten. The desire to reconnect with her origins intensified significantly when Simona became a mother herself to her son, Griffin. Reflecting on her own experience, she realized she never could have given her child away, which led her to view her birth mother not with judgment, but with a new sense of empathy and curiosity about the circumstances that led to her adoption. In 2014, at the age of 28, Simona embarked on a journey to find her birth family, supported by her mother Frances and her sister Andrea. This search was documented as part of a reunion program hosted by David Lomas. Upon arriving in Romania, the team faced significant hurdles, including incomplete records and the complexities of Romanian bureaucracy. However, persistence paid off when they discovered that her birth mother, Maria Motoc, was alive and living in a town in northeastern Romania. The path to reunion was not without tension. Initially, Maria was in total shock and hesitant to meet. However, after watching a video message from Simona, Maria, who had never forgotten her daughter and had spent years hoping for her return, agreed to meet. The reunion was deeply emotional for all involved. Maria explained that she had been a single, unmarried mother in a harsh communist climate where contraception was outlawed, and she had been pressured by her then-husband to give up the child. What made this story particularly profound was the relationship between Simona's two families. Rather than competing, the two mothers, Frances and Maria, formed a bond rooted in mutual respect and shared love for Simona. Frances was there to support Simona as she met Maria, witnessing a connection that provided Simona with the closure she had sought for decades. Simona also connected with her Romanian half-sisters Raluca and Anastasia and visited the church where she had been baptized as a child. Ultimately, Simona's journey cleared the darkness she had felt throughout her life. By reclaiming her history and integrating her Romanian roots with her New Zealand upbringing, she found a greater sense of peace and a clearer understanding of who she is. Her story remains a moving example of how love has the capacity to expand, allowing a person to honor both the life they were given and the life they were chosen for. If Simona's incredible journey has touched your heart, don't let her story end here. There are even more emotional moments, behind-the-scenes insights, and inspiring stories waiting for you. Please click the link in the description to watch the full story and discover how this remarkable reunion unfolded. If this video encouraged you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your family and friends. Your support helps us continue bringing powerful true stories of hope, healing, and family to people around the world. Every subscription, every like, and every share makes a difference. Click the link below and continue the journey with us today.